Hello everyone and welcome to another app review. I'm Victor Fitzgerald. This week I'm going to be walking you through Bioshock, which is a console shooter that just ported over to the iPad. It is a great game, one that I played on the Xbox and I really am terrible at. So I'm just going to walk you through and show you some of the graphics and what is going on in the game and let you explore this as you will if you decide that this is a good purchase. In order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and fire up a new game for you. You are given a wide range of difficulty levels depending on your experience with games as a whole. As things go, I'm going to allow you to just witness the gameplay and the graphics. This will start the story as a whole. If you're not familiar with Bioshock, there will be lots of spoilers in this review, so keep that in mind. Let's enjoy this review together. One thing to note as we're watching this intro here, I have been very impressed with the graphics. Of course, they're not console quality, but if you are an iOS gamer, these are astounding graphics. There are few games that even compare to what we're seeing in Bioshock here. So in case you missed it, my plane just crashed. I am now floating through the wreckage trying to survive. Now on the console, since this is a console port, Bioshock is a dual analog stick control scheme. So you basically have forward motion on one side and the position of your head on the other side, so you can make it through the game. As you can see, my plane did not last very long. We did not do very well, but luckily we crashed right here next to the entrance to the facility. Anyway, so I'm just going to swim over and go ahead and get into the facility, which will queue up most of the gameplay. We'll get through the introduction here, and then we'll call it quits for this review. It'll be one of my longer reviews. Apologies for that, but it's mostly the starting gameplay that you'll be able to see. Uh-oh, I just got locked in. Always terrible news. Now there is a lot of what if in the game of Bioshock if you haven't played before. Basically it's a Cold War scenario where a guy was unhappy with all of the major world players and decided to create his own environment. I'm going to board this little pod here and pull the lever. This is such a great video introduction. I've always enjoyed the start of the Bioshock games. The introduction to Rapture and the underground layer where you're going to be spending most of your time is a fantastic introduction. Shows you an overview of the city as well as an overview of who you're going to be dealing with, as you will continue to see. The more you play, the more you are going to get used to this screen, this Welcome to Rapture screen. It's going to happen over and over again as the game loads. Now, I think that is a port from the Xbox version, and what we're looking at is just a limited memory space on the iPad. But other than that, it does quite well for a port. It is definitely a good addition if you are a fan of survival horror games and liked Bioshock on the Xbox. Now, again, that was almost no gameplay. I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't played. Feel free to leave a comment on this video or take a look at our other video introductions over at victorfitzgerald.com. Thanks for tuning in. And how could I leave before we're introduced to one of the scariest villains in any video game? And with that, have a great day and stay tuned for more videos.